Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to my first video ever. Well, not ever, but like my first like actual video. So if I'm super cheesy and like don't know what I'm saying, that is why. Also, I know like the film situation isn't ideal. I need to get something for my phone camera, which I'm using right now because I don't have a expensive camera yet. It's fine. And like the lighting situation, I had a ring light from Amazon, and when it came in, it was broken, of course. So that's the situation. But today I'm really excited because I'm gonna be doing a full face of my products I use all the time, my favorite, my OG products. And I talk a lot with my hands, so I'm sorry if that makes you cringe. I can't help it. It's how I am. My name is Taylor, for those of you who don't know. That would be important to know my name. I'm from Delaware. Right now, there's some snow outside. And for those of you who've been, I'm just like waving my products. For those of you who have been following my page, let me sanitize my hands. I've been waiting for my Sephora order for like 3 days past due. 3 days past due, not past due, past due. And I'm trying to be patient because I know it's been snowing, but I'm like, girl, like don't tell me it's gonna be here like today when it's not. So that's amazing. All right, so the first thing, this has been like my favorite brow product so far. It's kind of on the pricier side, but this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in Soft Brown. I also really like the Morphe one, but I'm saving that for a different video. So this is like my second go-to, but there are so many affordable brow products out there that like you really don't need to splurge on this, but I've just been using it for like ever. And I just can't give her up. So I might skip through these. I don't really have like a brow routine situation. My brows are crazy, but I usually start from the bottom and then I kind of work my way to the top and then create that arch and drag her down, brush those hairs up, and then I like continue the line at the top. You see, like girl, they have a mind of their own. Another fun fact about myself, I am 31 weeks pregnant. So how am I still like doing full glam? I don't know. I'm not questioning it. I'm just letting it happen because I won't, probably when the baby's here, I won't get a chance to do this as often. So just like at least in the beginning when baby needs my attention. What am I doing today? I need to go to the grocery store. Yes. I feel like I'm always at the grocery store. If you can relate to that, please let me know. I'm like, can I not be here like once a week, twice a week, please? I'm gonna take my beauty blender. This is a Real Techniques one. It looks like this, I'm sorry. And I'm gonna use my setting spray. I've been doing this a lot rather than wetting it. Is using my setting spray to wet it. Give it a little squeeze, and then kind of just disperse the concealer. Blend her out a little bit. Right, and then it doesn't have to be blended out perfectly because we're gonna go in with foundation anyways. All right, so then for setting the concealer, I'm using the Latte 2 palette by Dominique Cosmetics. She just came out with the Transitions palette and I want it so bad. I don't know yet. Anyways, I'm gonna take this other brush I got from Amazon and I'm gonna dip into this shade Frothy, which is like a really awesome brightening color. You're like, what color is that? This color right there. So I'm gonna tap off the excess and just pat. So now, one of my favorite, not favorite, well I guess yeah, one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes that just, this is the Nudie 2 by lauraleelosangeles, and the colors are so pretty. I did a TikTok about this palette. If you don't go follow my TikTok, it's very cheesy and hysterical, so go follow it. It's the same as my Instagram username, tay.walkerbeauty. Before I started getting into makeup, Laura Lee was like one of the first people I ever started watching. So I'm going to take this big fluffy brush, also by Amazon. These are probably all going to be by Amazon. Alright. And I'm going to take the shade Bum. I don't really know what, look at my waves. I don't really know what the look is today. I need to go to the grocery store. I need to pick up some products to review, to use in videos. So I just gave away a lot of my makeup actually. So now I'm like, restock. I use it as like an excuse to like restock everything. And I'm just, with very light pressure, doing windshield wiper motions across up a little bit above my crease and then like on the outer edge. I like to start on that outer edge to give like that wing, like that lifted look. And then I'll like go in as the color disperses. These colors are just so easy to work with too, and it's great. I'm gonna take this brush right here. It's still a little bit fluffy, it's a little more dense, a little smaller, and I'm gonna take the shade Patootie right there. Hey, there's me. Oh, that's trippy. And I'm going to tap, 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 and just focus it in the crease, still using very light pressure. And then I'm gonna do circular motions and then also kind of bring it up into that crease. Just building that dimension. I'm not doing anything fancy today, not any like cut creases or anything. I'm real out of breath. Could be because I'm pregnant. Could be because I'm talking. And then I'm gonna take that big fluffy brush that we used for that orange shade. And I'm just gonna go over all of that just to blend it out, make it seamless. All right, before I go with any darker color, I'm gonna take that shimmer and I'm gonna use a flat brush first to like kind of define what I want to do with it. So I'm gonna take this flat brush and then we are going to take the shade Skimpy, which is this dark bronze. It's so pretty. Look at that. I want to swatch it on my hand first. Girl. So pretty. Okay. Tap, tap, tap. And then I'm just gonna start in my inner. And work my way up. Like very like monochromatic kind of vibes. I love those kind of looks. I've always have like warm monochromatic vibes. This lighting doesn't even like pick up how pretty this is. Alright, so now the color is built up. Oh my gosh, you see? Yes. I'm going to take this, I don't know if it's this darker color. Maybe I'll dip into this one. I'm gonna go into Latte 2 palette because it has that dark brown I need, because I don't want to do like purple. And I'm gonna do Cafecito because it has that warm, these are kind of cooler, but it's fun. In the shade Cafecito, I think that's how you say it. This really nice rich brown color. And I'm going to take this Morphe E36 brush, little dense little brush. Pat, 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 same technique. And I am going to kind of do that same thing I did with that outer color. I'm gonna take this small dense brush and blend her out, kind of focusing on that outer area so I don't really blend it into the crease. Whoa, she's pretty. And we're just like building up the outer, building up that intensity. Colors like that. Big fluffy dense brush, or not dense, big fluffy brush. It's a lot of just taking your time and blending. Do you guys play Animal Crossing? I post about it sometimes. I haven't posted anything like detailed, just like usually like when I'm playing it, but I have been so into it. It's such like, I think compared to a lot of games out there, it's such like a positive like motivating game. Like when it first came out, it was like springish time, and I went to Home Depot and bought so many plants. Like I can't even tell you. They're all dead now, but it just like sparked positive interest, and like it made me want to be motivated to do things, especially during the pandemic. I think it was just like a great game to come out. The color Nudie. So these are like topper shades. I don't think they're like shimmers. Maybe they are. I don't know. I think it's more of like a topper. And I'm gonna pat that like in the inner corner, like up a little more with my finger. Oh yes. Very pretty. Beautiful. Chef's kiss. All right. So I'm going to first is spray my face so it's dewy, kind of opens my pores so everything can sink in. So I'm going to use the Dominique Cosmetics Shady Weighty Setting Spray. I don't know like the technical name for this. Oh, Ultra Hydrating Fine Mist. Dampen my face. Love the setting spray. It's really good for just hydrating and like wakening up the skin. And then I'll go in with their primer, the same one. Anyways, and then I mix it. I didn't do any kind of like skincare before this because my skin is so sensitive, and I feel like if I just like add on layers and layers and layers of skincare, like as good as it might feel, my skin's like, oh, it's too much. And fun fact, when you're pregnant, your face will never look the same. Just kidding. But I'm gonna use the All Nighter Ultra Glow Face Primer, which I have been loving. I've actually been using this more than my Milk Hydro Cream. And fun fact, I've been trying to find that dupe, the hard candy one, and I can't find it anywhere. I have to like order it online, but I'm like, I don't really want to do that. I think it's like the hype of it is like over. Like it's everyone's still using it, but like I don't want to be like first impression when people are like, I already know what this is. That makes sense. This is awesome, especially if you have dry, dull skin. Like it's not like super radiant, but it's radiant enough, and it gives your face that grip. Gosh darn, Taylor. I like it. And then I let that sink in. Foundation, I've been using this for like a year and a half, 2 years, and I just love it. It's just my ride or die foundation. This is the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation, and I'm using the shade Salzburg L35 Salzburg. I was using Vienna, which is like more peachy, but I'm so pale and like it's foundation, and the pumps are so small, so I do like 4, but I feel like it's the same as like 2. And then I'm gonna take this little mirror from this Fenty product. And I'm just gonna start on my cheeks where I need the most coverage. You see all my redness is going away. You definitely don't have to use this much foundation. I'm just extra. And it's not like the best match, but it works. Animal Crossing a lot. It's very stress relieving. And I'm working on like a coffee nook. And the one thing that bothers me about Animal Crossing is like when you order stuff, you have to wait like the whole like literal day. I'm just like, girl, give me my rattan chair. Give me my like plant. Like, you know what I mean? I want to conceal with the Mercier Flawless Fusion Concealer. I'm a Tarte girl. I like the Tarte Shape Tape. But this one I've just like been using recently because it's lightweight and it gives me the coverage that it wants, and sometimes the Tarte one's like too much. It's like a little heavier, so this one's very lightweight and I enjoy it. Under, and then I start the bottom and I just like, I do the outer skirts first and really focus that so this can dry down a little bit and give me a little more coverage. And then I'll do the same on the other side. I love, it just like smooths you out. So after that, I like to set right away. Where's my, okay. So I usually like to go in with like a pressed powder and then a loose powder, but the pressed powder I have is in my purse because I like to use it like when my makeup starts to break up throughout the day. So we're just gonna use the loose powder. This is the Maybelline Fit Me. And I don't really like to bake, but my makeup or like my skin like gets a lot more oily now, especially like in this area, just this area. And with the mask, this whole like center part of my face just breaks down so much faster. I look crazy. So I'll go ahead and do this. These are the parts that like break away fast because I'm like always moving my face. Okay, so while that's doing its thing, I'm gonna go in with this like, is this like a cone? I don't know what this is. I'm gonna go in with that, and I'm just gonna like gently start pressing that in. So I'm bringing down my neck. Going back in with Nudie 2, and I'm going to take this brush again, the little fluffy one, and I'm gonna go in with Nudie. I'll just swipe it along that lash line. No one in my eyeball. Not kind of blend, I'm going to blend. Take, just because it's in front of me, this Lunar Beauty Greek Goddess palette, and I'm gonna take the shade Athena, which is like this really pretty shimmer. It's not like white, but it's not pink. It's like a tan. I don't know. It's very pretty. And a small brush, and I'm just gonna hit that inner corner and bring it up. I love the glow. People are like getting out of the glow, and I'm like, girl, give it all to me. I'll take all your highlighters. Take this fluffy brush and take that excess powder and sweep it across my whole face. Well, and I'm gonna take one of my favorite bronzers. This is the Fenty Beauty Bronzer in the shade Shady Biz. This one is a little warm, but it's fine. And I've like hit pan on it. And I'm taking this Morphe R14 and I'm focusing like at the top, kind of like where my temples, like to my ear, and then bringing it. It's such a pretty bronzer. Definitely gonna rebuy this. I don't know if I'll try a different shade or not yet. I think I got this shade because like everyone was getting this shade, so I'm like, obviously it's my shade. Do you see how it like warms up the skin? Oh, it looks so good. And then I don't do my nose too much anymore because I put the mask over it. This is like how I think when I, like before I go out. You can see my nose. My nose is not the best. It's okay. I need to exfoliate. That's one of the things that are coming in from my Sephora order is this exfoliator, this chemical exfoliator. And I've been watching, I used to not watch him because I'm like, oh, he's overhyped. But I've been watching a lot of skincare by Hiram. And he actually has taught me a lot about ingredients and like what is actually in skincare. So like I've like revamped my whole routine and my skin actually feels great. Because I've just like been, I don't know, I've just been on a skincare journey like for so long. I'm gonna take some blush tonight. This is the Cover FX Monochromatic Blush Duo in the shade Pink Dahlia. It's so pretty. It has this little blush topper and then that pink blush. I don't usually use the topper that much. And then I go right over top that bronzer. If I want a more youthful appearance, I'll like put it right on my cheeks, but I usually like to blend it into my bronzer. Again, these are products I use all the time and I love them. And then excess, I'm gonna bring onto the temples. A bit on my nose. And I'm going to make it look a little more kind of cut. This technique I actually got from Jaclyn Hill long ago. She does this like beard powder situation, but it looks so good. Use the Greek Goddess highlighter palette. This one is so pretty. Like if you don't have this, you need to go get it. It's so good. And I've had it for such a long time already, and like I haven't hit pan on anything. And like his packaging is so unique. I love it. This one is cruelty free. Take the same JD Weighty. Let all the powders sink in. Oh, this looks really pretty. I'm gonna go into the shade Harpy and Medusa, which is like this white, and then the champagne. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna mix them. I usually do that. And this palette's also really nice to use on like clients. Oh my goodness. Chef's kiss. Okay, what's next? I'm not doing false lashes today only because like I'm going out and sometimes they bother my eyes. And I don't want to be like picking at my lashes. So, but I actually just started wearing false lashes. Like, I used to, oh my gosh, look at the powder. I used to, like, not be into them as much. I've been really liking these ones and the NYX ones. Also, Joa has really pretty lip liners. I just only have, like, a couple, and they're not, like, what I want to use. So I'm gonna take this one. This is in the shade Sugar and Spice. Use these two lipsticks. They came out with her Nudie Patootie palette. So lauraleelosangeles liquid lipsticks in the shade Show Off, and then the layer one Skimpy. I used one of these in a video and I was like, oh my gosh, what is that? And then I'm like, I'm using that again. I'm gonna take the lighter one in the shade Skimpy. I'm gonna use that in the middle. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. And then what I do, like if my lipstick, which it always is like a little off-centered, I'll take setting powder and clean it up. This is Lash Princess. For me, mascaras are hard like, once I find one, I use it over and over again. So I never buy new mascaras. But I feel like you don't really need to. Especially if you wear false lashes, like, you really don't need, like, the ideal mascara, but take this brush again. And then I'm just kind of gonna go over my whole face, or like most of my face. You see how it's like light? That melted in the skin though. I don't think I'm missing anything. Nope. So now I'm gonna take my Urban Decay all-nighter just because I'm going out and like I need this to like last. Beautiful. Alrighty guys, this is the look. Let me go in the natural lighting. Super subtle, super pretty. The monochromatic eye. Yay. But thank you guys so much for watching. This was fun. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed being here, talking with you guys. If you want me to talk about other things, like, you know, like if I have any other hobbies besides Animal Crossing, I like coffee. I love coffee. I've been like doing a bunch of coffee. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this look. I will tag all the products that I've used down below. If you want to see any other specific kind of looks, let me know. I plan on doing another one Friday. Right now I plan on posting videos Wednesdays, like just like guaranteed Wednesday there will be a video, but I really want to try and aim for like two days, and then baby, I don't think baby's going to come. Baby is gonna come, and it might just be Wednesdays. It might be no days at that time. But we're gonna play by ear. I don't do Friday, hopefully. If not, there will be one next Wednesday, but I will keep you guys posted. Go follow me on TikTok and go follow my Instagram, but you probably do follow it if you're watching this. Anyways, bye. Thank you guys.